Okay, I gotta sling some shit here because I am kind of getting sick of seeing a lot of this crap, and I need to harp on what, bullfuck it is. Okay, so I'm sure that everybody already saw the shit about Nintendo suing the Yuzu Nintendo Switch emulator guys and getting them to fork over $2.4 million and shut everything down. And everybody is crying, woe is me, and oh, what an injustice, all of this. And even though Nintendo is a piece of shit, and I would gladly dance on their grave, I fucking hate Nintendo. I would love to see them go under. Let me just say this. If you see a Patreon link anywhere, the people doing that project are scumbags. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's that fucking simple. No emulator should have a Patreon associated with it. There should never be a Patreon. Because basically, once you start taking money for something, you've just turned into a company selling a product. You're not just some dudes working on something for fun or because you thought it was cool. Like, let me tell you what the actual essence of emulation is supposed to be. If we go way back to the late 90s, the emulator Callus and Nesticle, that kind of thing. It was just some dude, some fucking nerd who thought that it was cool to make some games that he liked run on a fucking computer. That is the essence of what emulation is. And anything beyond that, any money grubbing, any fucking Patreon, any begging, any selling shit is all tainted, it's all corrupt, and it's all fucking box office poison, and you don't want any of it. Fuck that shit. And the real reason these Yuzu cocksuckers folded so quickly and settled instead of actually taking this to court, because they were doing shady shit behind the scenes, monetizing this fucking crap and selling stuff, and they knew that if it went to trial, all of that would come out, and they were really going to get bent over a tree stump and railed. That's what fucking happened. So don't go around saying, oh, poor Yuzu, oh, no, fuck these guys. This is a case of where I hate everyone involved, and they can all fuck off and die. I hate them. I hate them all. They're all fucking scumbags. Now, so to further talk about that, to kind of go more into a little bit more my domain. So here's the thing. I want to extend this shit too. So, I mean, everybody also probably knows about the, Final Fight, the Sega Genesis port of Final Fight, right? And you would think like, oh, that's cool, it's made by this guy, he's a nice guy, whatever, yeah, fine. Okay, well, see, here's the fucking problem with this shit. He has a goddamn Patreon. He's literally asking for goddamn money to get early access to versions of his fucking Genesis Final Fight. So what is he doing here? He's effectively sold the game. He's fucking selling the game. What is the difference between this and an early access game on Steam? There's no fucking difference. He's asking for money so you get early access to play a fucking video game whose assets he doesn't goddamn own. So what the fuck is this? And what's so stupid about it is, I mean, look at this shit. 202 members. I mean, it's like, this isn't even real money either. I just don't even understand, like why money grub and claw and scratch and, grasp at such a small amount of money. It's so, like, petty and stupid. I mean, you can't do this shit. He's basically selling Final Fight. Like, Final Fight isn't fucking his to sell. I mean, if you're gonna do a fan game, you can't fucking sell it. So this guy's a fucking scumbag too. And again, it's very fucking easy. If you see a Patreon, you know it's a goddamn scumbag. It's very fucking simple. It's that goddamn simple. So I don't know, what else I can say. I mean, basically, emulators should not have Patreons associated with them. There should be no such thing as an early access fan game or an early access emulator or early access whatever. It's very fucking simple. I mean, like I said, the scumbaggery is so just pervasive and all-encompassing that MAME dev, look like fucking saints by comparison. They're as pure as the goddamn driven snow compared to these cocksuckers. I mean, at least they're not just begging for money for every little goddamn thing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't do this Patreon shit. You can't. I mean, like, this guy is so fucking lucky that Capcom doesn't give two shits about Final Fight, because basically he's literally selling the fucking game. He's selling Final Fight. I mean, come on. This shit's just ridiculous. So that's all I can really say about this. You know, as shitty as these companies are, and pathetic as they are, and as much as, you know, I want them to all go under, at the same time, you can't fucking monetize this shit that you don't own. That's when you really get into deep doo-doo. So yeah, so in any case, if you see a Patreon link, you can basically just, you know, close the tab right there. You know that it's nothing but, you know, dirt bag all the way down.